From Enema of the State to And Out Come the Wolves and Dookie, Jerry Finn worked on some of the most iconic albums in the 90s punk scene, but it's his approach to the guitar hook that truly sets his productions apart. When you think about records like Take Off Your Pants and Jacket or Good Morning, you can undoubtedly recall the memorable guitar riffs scattered throughout those albums. And that's no coincidence. A significant part of this memorability can be traced to how Jerry strategically placed these riffs in the production, using repetition in subtle ways you might not even notice. Take Feeling This, for example. You're likely familiar with the opening riff that kicks off the song. But this riff is actually brought back multiple times throughout the track, most notably during the final climax of the song. The way it's subtly tucked into the background of the mix, loud enough to be discernible, but not so loud that it detracts from the vocal melody, is how he managed to create all these memorable guitar hooks that stick with you long after the song is over. If you take a deep dive through Jerry's entire production discography, you'll start to notice this trick more and more. The exact same idea can be heard in Alkaline Trio's Full Victim, for example. But what's truly unique about this songwriting trick is that when these riffs are reprised, typically in the final chorus or outro, you're actually hearing a slightly altered, or in some cases reharmonized version of what you've heard previously. And this is done in two ways. One method involves placing the riff over a slightly different chord progression, which in turn changes how the riff feels to the listener. This is again demonstrated in Feeling This, where we first hear the riff without any harmony underneath, and then over a progression of E, B, C sharp, B and A during the verse. However, during the outro, this is subtly altered by dropping the second returning B major chord and instead finishing on the A. It's not a drastic change by any means, but that small adjustment, along with the addition of the extra rhythm guitars reinforcing this chord progression, remember up until this point we've only heard this being outlined by the bass, gives the riff an entirely new feeling when it's brought back for that final outro. And the other way this is used is to reconstruct the riff around a different chord progression. In What's My Age Again, for example, the opening guitar outlines the chord progression of B, F sharp, C sharp and D sharp. However, the chorus slightly restructures this to start on the F sharp and end on the B. As a result, the opening riff would sound too dissonant played over the chorus progression verbatim. But if you listen to the final chorus of the song, you'll notice it is played in the background. All that's happening is they've changed the starting notes for the lead guitar to follow along with the rhythm and bass, allowing everything to fit together, with the added dissonance of hearing that lead guitar riff played underneath the vocal melody and chorus progression. And if you want to learn even more Jerry Finn production tricks, watch this video next.